Hi guys, welcome. I'm Jamey the Spirit Coach and I am here to give you guys a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest, as this may or may not be for you at this time. But do feel free to check out your other signs, whether it be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. There may be something in one of those messages for you, or it can just add to your story, okay? So welcome Cancer. This is going to be your reading. For this particular message, we are going to find out what your hero's journey looks like. I believe that we all have that sacred hero within us, right? If we're on this healing journey, then we are battling our own demons, right? Being the hero for ourselves. So on this hero's journey, I feel like it happens many times over in our life. It doesn't have to be like just a one and done type of thing. It's something that awakens over and over and over every single time that you are pushed to get through a challenge or to change or transform. You know, this hero within you wakes up, okay? And this is what this hero brings you to. So we're going to look at the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the outcome of the story. Keep in mind the outcome can change because you are in control of your own destiny. So therefore you can change the energy of this reading. But basically what I want to see is if you act within the same energy, like if you act alongside, if you co-create with this hero within you, then this is going to be where it brings you to, right? Okay, so for your first card, we pulled from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and I am imagining that the energy of these cards are the energy of the hero within you, okay? So Cancer, your first card out is Dream a Beautiful Dream. Dream a beautiful dream. And as soon as I laid my eyes on this card, I did go ahead and pre-shuffle your cards just to save on time for these readings. So I also am recording an extension to this reading over on Patreon. So if you're interested in that community, go ahead and hop over to Patreon. You'll see the link in the description box below where you can join the community, okay? So anyways, back to this card, Dream a Beautiful Dream. The first thing I heard when I saw this card was that song, A Whole New World. It goes, a whole new world, a brand new place that I can see. I can't remember. It's like, I think it's Aladdin. A whole new world, a brand new place that I can see. Na 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 na. Now I'm in a whole new world with you. You get it. Anyways, excuse my singing, but a whole new world, like dream a beautiful dream. Cancer, your hero within you is wanting you to really own just how powerful you are. Just how much of a magician you are. Just how much of a hero you are for yourself, right? Dream a beautiful dream. That's what I get from just glancing and intuiting the message from that card, right? So also it's number 19, which breaks down to a 10, and also breaks down to a 1, right? So it signifies endings and beginnings, right? So you could have gone through a lot of endings and beginnings in your lifetime as well. So we'll read from the book on this first message, and then we'll get into your clarifiers with the tarot, okay? So dream a beautiful dream. The urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful order in chaos. This includes bringing harmony and the perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions. This is also the part of you that wants to dream of beauty and bring it to life in as many ways as possible. In how you eat, dress, look, behave, make love, create art, relate to your community, write your poetry by moonlight or bathe by candlelight. If you have come to believe that your love of beauty is superficial rather than a genuine expression of your heart's appreciation of symmetry, harmony, and grace, then you may block your ability to create harmony in your life. You may believe it to be an unworthy goal. Yet, beauty, genuine beauty rather than superficial glamour, flows from within. It is an expression of radiance within the heart and a love of life. If you have struggled with the obsessive attitude towards beauty that tends to prevail in human culture, then this is time for you to look to nature instead. Her beauty is boundless, quirky, and endlessly diverse. If you feel blocked, thwarted, or contaminated by others in your quest to bring your beautiful dreams to life, then you may feel that your heart is dulled, minimized, or shut down. Small-mindedness can limit beauty to a very narrow physical sense. However, you can shun the social disease of superficial, narrow definitions of beauty. Thumb your nose at airbrushed images and dare to love what is. Honoring nature is one example. Give yourself permission to feel and be beautiful in many ways. You can feel harmony outside of what is supposed to be harmonious. If you are brave and wild enough, you can even find beauty and harmony amongst the chaos of change. Sensing that change is just the creative process kicking into gear. Realizing there's nothing to fear brings even greater beauty, harmony, surrender, and grace to the experience of life creating itself in more stunning forms through you. You are meant to dream of beauty and to create beauty in its far more holistic and creative definition. Beauty is meant to soothe the soul, inspire the thoughts of love, devotion, and appreciation, and to balance the nervous system. These are healing effects, healing for the creator and those that receive it. They are worthwhile. They are not meaningless, impractical, flippant, or trivial. A world without the beauty of art in all its various and unique interpretations would be less colorful, less vibrant, less cheeky, and less healing of a place to be. Time that you spend dreaming of beauty and allowing it to be born through you in various heart-centered ways is worthwhile. Don't disregard it or discount it. The most beautiful dreams can inspire the practical, hard-working dedication required to bring them to life for the betterment of the world. This oracle also comes with a particular message for you. There is a situation in your life right now where you feel uncertain about your ability to fix or heal. You lack the inspiration to be able to imagine it differently and how it currently seems to be. You may therefore feel inhibited in your ability to bring about constructive change. However, the perfect beauty of this situation is not revealed by what you attempt to do to it or through trying to impose the right dream upon it. It is to be held and perfected into all that it can be through the revelation of the beauty that already lies within it. This happens when we accept the existence of inner harmony in all of creation, even if it cannot be consciously observed. By expecting there to be beauty within a situation, even if it is hidden, you will be more open to seeing the healing potential, even in your challenges. Don't attempt to force the situation or issue to take the right shape. Instead, ask it to show you its beauty. This might apply to your body, to your relationships, to your finances, your work situation, a new creative project, or anything else. From this place of inquiry, you will begin to grasp the creative genius of what is and unveil not only its potential beauty, but how perfect it is for you at this time, just as it is. It's opening up the beauty within yourself and your circumstances. You also open up to change. What we accept can change most easily. What we accept can change most easily. It is when we resist or deny that change slows down and suffering persists. You can overcome resistance and denial by approaching it with a curious mind, an open heart, and the healing process that is listed below. By the way, this oracle has come to you because you have the power to be a positive influence in whatever situation holds the most meaning for you right now, and you need to know that. Yeah, okay, Cancer. So this really is truly about, like, I want to talk about, like, divine beauty, right? What is divine beauty? Divine beauty is walking down the street and seeing an elderly couple holding hands, right? Divine beauty is walking up to a door and someone opening the door for you, a complete stranger, right? It's like small little things that you don't take the time to notice every day, but it's something that's absolutely beautiful, and it's always there if you just take the time to notice. So you're being prompted from your hero within you to look at what is beautiful within every single situation that you are presented with. Cancer, we all know that you are ruled by the moon. Your emotions really do, like, you feel your emotions deeply, very deeply, right? And your emotions are constantly ebbing and flowing, coming and going. And in all of that, like, there can be, like, it can feel like an emotional roller coaster. It can feel like turmoil even. But it's like asking you to see the beauty in it, right? Okay, so with your first cards out here, Cancer, we have the very first card that came out for your beginning of your story is Justice. And then we have Three of Cups following that. Okay, so when I kind of see this as like beginning of your story kind of being like childhood, middle of story being like the middle of your life, and then end being like current moment now. Or it could just be like the stages of your hero, like what initiates the hero and what it comes into once it wakes up and where it's taking you, right? So Justice being your first card out, I feel like maybe you were born into a family where there was a lot of karmic justices or karmic injustices, right? Maybe you grew up in an ancestry, like your ancestral line is meant to break karmic patterns, right? Maybe that's part of your hero within you, is to bring karmic justice, to bring karmic balance. But in that, a lot of times we have to experience injustice to balance the karma, right? Like if you think about like past lifetimes, if you lived in a previous lifetime and the karma was not balanced out in that lifetime, then it follows through into this lifetime. So you're still working to work through that karma. And I think we all do that, right? But I feel like your ancestry, your heritage, especially your energy, is about breaking those karmic injustice patterns within the family unit, right? Because we have the Three of Cups, which is all about like emotional connections, like celebrating the people in your life, like coming together in community, like loving one another, being open to one another, sharing with one another, like celebrating one another, things like that, right? But over here we had the Seven of Swords that popped out alongside with the Justice and the Three of Cups. So what that's telling me is like the betrayals, the lies, the deceptive energy, you've had to work through that energy as well. Maybe you had parents that were manipulative, or maybe you found that in your life, like you had manipulative tendencies that you learned from another that you've had to confront, right? You've had to balance, change, right? And also like you've also had to like overlook gossip, or people's opinions, people's thoughts and opinions as well, like bring karmic justice into that even. But so it's like your hero within you is initiated when something karmic happens in your life, right? It also initiates you to get you moving, get you in motion, get you to move away from the imbalance, right? With Six of Swords coming up in the middle of your story. And then we have Three of Pentacles in reverse following that. So I said Six of Cups, I meant Six of Swords. Six of Swords talks to me about moving on, right? Like leaving behind any negative stuff that doesn't serve you anymore, like taking the things that are precious to you and moving forward, right? Like this person has their family in the boat and they're getting away. So, I don't know why I don't think this is like an actual technical meaning from the book on this card, but with anytime I see Three of Pentacles, I don't know why, but I always think of like poverty. I think of growing up in a home like where you didn't have a lot of money, right? You didn't have a lot of wealth. You maybe had to grow up in situations where you depended on others, you know, or had to depend on others. Or with this being in reverse, it could have been like with stingy people, people that were greedy, you know, or didn't want to give you their time or energy even. Let me look at this. I want to see real quick. Three of Pentacles reversed. Working hard to master something that you don't care for, pursuing a job or a skill for the wrong reasons. So, okay, that could be too, like, you could have done that in your life, Cancer, where you felt like you were filling roles to please others, like you weren't doing the things that you felt like you were called to do. Maybe you felt like you pushed to maybe even be responsible for others because of like a financial pinch, right? Like maybe you found that you've had to work jobs that you didn't really like or didn't enjoy or felt like that were taken advantage of, you know, even, but it was like just to make ends meet, not like following any type of dream per se, or doing thing. I get like all work no play type energy, or like, you know, where society teaches us, especially here in America, like work. All you have to do is work. There is no such thing as life. You need to work, right? It's kind of like that mentality. So it's like the hero within you is also trying to get you to move away from that as well, right? Like I feel like it doesn't, like this hero within you, Cancer, wants you to believe that you can change that, right? Like that life doesn't always have to be that way. Let me see. I want to look at this book. Now see, in this book, Three of Pentacles says it could be difficulty working with others, selfishness, or pushing your own agenda, not trusting your partner's ability, or ego clashes. Remember, your relationships are the base of your well-being, and if you're having trouble with others, seek to align goals in order to cultivate peaceful unions. Everyone has something uniquely enchanting to bring to the table. Yeah, okay, so I feel like maybe you had to move on and into a space where you were kind of a loner, maybe working all the time, Cancer, where you felt like you just work and had no play. And then this hero within you like sparks something, right? And it's like, hold up. There needs to be balance. There needs to be justice brought to this situation. It's like whenever you start, it's almost like whenever you start like putting too much of your energy into the thoughts and opinions of others, then your hero within steps forward and plants an idea in your mind, or plants a dream in your mind to get you motivated, to get you inspired again. I heard that song, like a whole new world, like you can do something different. And then we finally come to Queen of Pentacles and Three of Swords. So, Cancer, like I was saying before, you are ruled by the moon, right? And this can be a very, like, emotional energy. Three of Swords is all about emotional energy. This is about, like, heartbreak, pain, trauma, you know, trauma. This is, like, you coming to this space where like you are composed within the storm of your emotion, right? If your emotion, like I feel like your hero within you like I said, if you came up in this childhood, if you came up in this environment where things were, like there was all this karma happening, injustices, or like just, it's like a toxic type of energy almost. You know, like you had to learn too, what the difference was in karmic versus, you know, something that's destined, if that makes sense. I feel like it basically it's just bringing you to this space of like stability, like a grounded energy. It's even something too, like it could be bringing you to something where you are teaching others emotional regulation, emotional coping mechanisms or coping patterns. Maybe you find yourself like like as a counselor, or maybe you are that in your friendships, right? Or in your community. You're that person that can counsel others, that can teach others all about their emotions, and what it means to not attach yourself to the emotion, right? Because you're learning that lesson more so than any of us, because the depth in which you feel your emotion, Cancer. So it's like learning that your emotions are part of what helps you manifest, right? So if your emotions are imbalanced or in a negative space, if you're trying to manifest something from a negative space, you're going to manifest more negativity, right? So it's like overcoming that emotional self to be balanced, to be stable and grounded, and still manifest and be successful from that place versus an emotional place. We have here Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck for you, Cancer. So this is about like complete clarity over yourself, like knowing who you are and owning who you are. Also like cutting through any bull crap as well. Like I feel like the universe blesses you with clarity each time you go through some type of karmic situation where your emotions are like stirred, you know, where trauma is triggered. Like I feel like your hero within you is working you through this trauma, past traumatic experiences, healing that trauma, healing your inner child, and bringing clarity through for you on that, right? Like helping you to see the beauty in it, like I was saying in this first card with Dream a Beautiful Dream, like finding the beauty in the pain. The Sun after that, right? Like still staying positive and vibrant and manifesting from that place of positivity. When you do go through hard experiences, when you do go through something negative, like reframing yourself to keep your focus on the positive. Although you can see the negative, you're not focused on it, right? Also not focusing on lack as well, right? Like focusing on where you're abundant, bringing you to a space of abundance, a space of prosperity, a space of success, this is also very fertile energy, right? Like you're very creative, Cancer. The hero within you is pulling you to that creative spark. I feel like this first card was talking about like there might be a call for you to do something creative. And I am feeling like it is regarding like something you've had to learn as far as like balancing the emotional self or overcoming past traumas, or something along those lines. It's like you could maybe create a career out of this based off your own life experiences. Like maybe you're thinking, like maybe that you could be a life coach or a writer that like inspires people with inspirational quotes or something like that. You know, I don't know. But it is something that could bring you a ton of success even. So I feel like this hero within you it could have shown up too, like within work situations, you know, if you've had experiences, even if it's not in relationships, that you've had these traumatic experiences, this heartbreak, this turmoil, this karma, if it's showing up in your working environments as well, you know, each time, like if you've had to leave jobs or change jobs, you know, like just like I was saying before, like just to get the bills paid or to make ends meet, like your hero is trying to show you, like, you don't have to operate like that anymore. You can do something and create it all your own, right? Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay, so finally we're going to pull a message from our Enchanted Map Oracle and see where this hero is taking you, Cancer. Where is your hero within taking you? On this map, on this journey that we have here. Where is this hero taking you? I feel like too, Cancer, like you come to a space where you can look back and observe some of the work that you've done, right? Like it's like you're overseeing, like you're looking back and you're seeing, like, how did I overcome that? What did I do to get me through that? Oh, that's what I did. And this is how I can help someone else. Like I can show this, I can share this with the world, or I can share this with something like that, right? Like you're figuring out like ways to help others because of your own experiences. Okay, for Cancer, spirit guides, angels, where is this journey taking Cancer? Dragon's Lair. Ooh, all right. We got another 19 here for you, Cancer. So those are repetitious numbers repeating itself there. 19 and 19. It may benefit you to look up that number. There may be an angel message in that number for you. So when you have a chance, look that up. Dragon's Lair. Oh, I feel like this is like some like top secret type of place, type of energy that only you are permitted to enter. I feel like too, Cancer, you have a spirit guide, and you have a spirit guide with you, right? Like, because of the dragon here on this card, but I don't know why. I'm thinking dragons, and somehow that sparked the memory of the Aladdin movie. So I don't know if Aladdin is playing a part for you somehow, some way. But yeah, like a magic carpet ride. I don't know why that's coming up, but it is. So I'll let you look at that card a little closely here. I also am reminded of like the shadow with this card too, like the shadow self, the darkness within us. And we have to be able to work with both our light and our shadow, right? And that's what you teach us, Cancer. You're teaching us how to do that. Okay, so it says, you are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to your core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk taking. There's greater value in risk taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. Ooh, and when I was talking about that magic carpet ride, you know how in the movie Aladdin, he like puts his hands out to Jasmine and asks her, does she trust him? Do you trust me? And she's like, no, I don't really trust you, but I'm going to do it. Right? So she gets on the carpet and goes for this beautiful ride, right? Like trusting in the path that's going forward. And then after that, like he takes her and he flips her and he swirls and he swims and he swings and flies and zooms and all over the place, right? And it's like so exhilarating, so fun, such a crazy, wild experience from her, right? And before she died on that carpet, she probably had a rush of fear. And that fear subsided once she got through to the other side of it. So it's like you doing that over and over again in your lifetime, Cancer. Taking that leap of faith, right? I feel like too, your walk, like your hero's journey is very, very challenging, right? Emotions are not something that anybody really, I don't think is that great at dealing with, because none of us were really taught how to. So I think you're bringing in that understanding for the collective, also for yourself, Cancer. Like how important it is to stay true to you, right? And do what feels good in your soul, and also like making sure that you still continue to stay grateful and see the beauty even when situations look or feel bad, right? So that is all I have for you, Cancer, for this reading. If you are interested in the extended reading, please go ahead and hop over to Patreon. You will find the link in the description box below to join that community over there, where we will get in a little bit deeper for this message for you. Otherwise, if this is where you leave us, then I will see you again next time, Cancer. Feel free to hit that like button, give me a follow if you haven't already, or comment down below how the reading has resonated. I love to get that feedback from you. I hope you have an amazing, blessed week, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.